Shalom, shalom. Kal halalim la Yahweh, Eloheinu, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Kodash. Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh, Bahashem Rakak Kodash. Double honors to our spiritual teachers on this planet Earth, the men of the Lord, men of Great Millstone, from the apostles on down. Double honors to them, the men of Great Millstone. Shalom. Ephraim is joined unto idols. Okay. Ephraim is the northern kingdom, the so-called Puerto Ricans, the tribe of Ephraim, which is the head tribe of Israel in the northern kingdom side. Hence the reason why, because they're the head tribe. If you go to New York City, Puerto Ricans act just like Judah, okay, and vice versa. Like Judah would say when they're trying to approach a woman, they would say, "Hey, what's up, ma?" Ma meaning mamacita, right? So it goes hand in hand. Judah is the head of the southern kingdom, the so-called Negroes, okay, and the West Indians and the Haitians, the Levites, the tribe of Benjamin, which is the West Indians, and the Haitians, the tribe of Levi, right? And Judah, so-called African American Negro, is a head tribe, and Ephraim is the head tribe of the Northern Kingdom, which is the largest, the Northern Kingdom is the largest 9 tribes. So you got the so-called Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Native Indians, Venezuelans, Brazilians, etc., 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 right? Those of Negro and Indian descent. Okay, and both head tribes pretty similar to each other as well, you know. But the difference here is, okay, you got the Afrocentric Jakes that are the Judites. I think they're Hamites, you know, Africans, which they're not. All right, because everybody with melanin is not the same people. Okay, right. And then you've got the Northern Kingdom, right, which are, you know, joined unto idols. You know, they've got like a saint for every single day. You know, just like those Arab camel jockeys, Ishmaelites had like a god for every single day, and then they like, you know, got rid of that, and then, you know, put all that into one deity, which is called Allah, which means power in Hebrew. Okay, and that was created by the Catholic Church. Okay, I don't want to digress right now. We'll start doing that. Salakia. Okay, now Ephraim is joined unto idols, so they got, you know, they have like a righteousness, right, where they have an affinity. See, Jake has an affinity to the Most High, but not according to knowledge. So they'll do everything in their power, you know, to please what they call God, right, and try and do the right thing, which they don't, because most of the time they're smoking blunts and they're eating pork, and they're banging down to images of Edomites, crackers, okay, which is the oppressor, all right, and they've forgotten that, okay, because they've gone through so much hell where they've actually bowed down to the Edomites, right, and then you got the lighter skinned Puerto Ricans, you know, that sort of gravitate more towards being so-called white, because Esau's given them that that tick on the box where, you know, like, you know, when you identify a race with your so-called black or Hispanic or whatever, or white, you know, so-called Hispanics, right, that have straight hair and lighter brown skin or tan skin or real pale, they can sort of tick a box that they're white, because Esau says to them, you know, to tick it. Why? Because Esau wants to bulk up their numbers, because they're the real minority in numbers on the planet Earth. They're not the majority in any shape or form, because the largest race on the planet Earth is the nation of Israel. All 12 tribes are kith and kin, okay? And the last time we were together was under the rule of King Solomon, right? Where both brothers were together, King Solomon's sons. One was the head of the southern kingdom, one was the head of the northern kingdom, all right? And now we're coming back together pursuant to Ezekiel 37, which is coming back to one stick. And that stick in physical form is represented by the 12 tribe sign, okay? And the intricacy, which tribe is which, is you go onto the Great Millstone videos, and those elders and prophets break it down beautifully, okay? But I'm just going to give a little example how Jake, Northern Kingdom Jake, right, really takes it seriously, man. You know, where they think that an idol, right, that doesn't speak or move, right, or, you know, they actually believe in this so heavily, right, and they believe in Caesar Borgia, and, you know, the scriptures are right, man. He's, you know, Ephraim is just joined unto idols, you know, because they've gone through so much hell and so much oppression. They've actually bowed down, and after generation after generation after generation, you know, with the, you know, pursuing to Maccabees, where Esau changed the images, the dark images, to looking like them, because they're the current ruler. But obviously, the truth is coming out in the last days, and all the oppression and all the slavery, and then also with modern technology, all the whitewashing of everything and demonizing dark skin. But then you got Esau trying to tan themselves using fake tan, then using sunblock, which is fake melanin to protect themselves. When actually they're the base man. Esau is the so-called white man, okay, the Caucasian, the cracker. All right. Look at this is Paul Rodriguez, a good actor, a good comedian too, funny guy. Northern Kingdom Jake, tribe of Issachar, so-called Mexican. All right, I'm just gonna play this. Check this out. I must have watched this 30 years ago. All right, here we go.
Hey, you! I'm talking to you! I need a beer! Bring me some beer now! Tráeme cerveza! How come you're not here with a beer yet? I want a beer now! Cerveza! ¿Cerveza? Sí, sí, cómo no, sí.
Just to give a little background, he's basically from across the border. He's coming to California, which is Mexico anyway, okay? But Esau, being a son of a bitch that he is, a cartographer, divided up the land, okay? But this is still Jake's land, right? And he doesn't speak English and everything, and not too familiar with the technology side. And I believe the phone is behind the picture. I don't know why it's there, but I've got to watch the movie again. But he thinks Caesar's talking to him, and Jake. They got on the left hand side. They do a lot of black magic and a lot of what's it called Santeria as well, and other things, right, like that. And also they bow down to statues. They bow down to so-called Mother Mary, which is um, which is basically, is it Tammuz? Tammuz, and okay, I'll get back to that one, right? So basically, they bow down to so-called Mother Mary, an Edomite image, right, which is demonic and is on the left-hand side. They bow down, they light candles, to all their idols. They got like these images of skeletons, and then they got the Day of the Dead, which is worshiping their dead relatives and stuff like that. They got some real demonic practices, and this is the reason why the Most High gave them a little bit of peace for a short time. Even the tribe of Gad, but them dumbasses were worshiping penguins and bears and animals and stuff like that. But they weren't, worshiping the Creator. They weren't worshiping the Creator, which created them. They were actually worshiping the creation. And Ephraim is like that. From this tribe on down to all the northern kingdom, they're like that. And this is why the Lord messed them up so hard, man. That's what Esau done come over 500 years ago and effed them up completely, as well as the southern kingdom, which is the so-called Negroes too. Because we were oppressed together. So I'm gonna play this now.
Aquí tiene un tall boy.
Salakia.
Yo, turn that up.
Salakia there. So I'll try to play that again.
Hey, you! I'm talking to you! I need a beer! Bring me some beer now! Tráeme cerveza! How come you're not here with a beer yet? I want a beer now! Cerveza! ¿Cerveza? Sí, sí, cómo no, sí.
Yeah, just to get back to it. So what they're doing is basically when they're worshiping so-called Mother Mary and the baby and and Yahushua was not born. Okay, and this is the Lord's name isn't Jesus. Okay, there was no J in the Hebrew. Yahushua, who's a so-called black man pursuant to Revelations. Okay, wasn't born on December the 25th. So you're worshiping Samaramis and the baby Tammuz. Okay, right, which is Semiramis was, I believe, Nimrod's wife. Okay, that is Tammuz. 1 second. Is it? and it's from the Babylonian, and it was from the Babylonian time. So basically, they've rehashed it and brought it into so-called Christianity. So basically, the modern Christianity is Satanism. You want to put it in layman's terms? I think so. I'm just trying to see here right now if Semiramis is Sam. I just want to check this out. Who is Semiramis? Was the wife of Nimrod. Okay. Her name is Samuramat. Samuramat. Okay, same image. But obviously, Semiramis and Tammuz were so-called black images. Okay, Hermetic images, right? Babylonian images, right? They were dark images. Okay, and not our people, of course. Because everyone's brown on the planet except Esau, who's given that mark of Cain, right? Because they are Cain, because Esau is Cain in reincarnation, right?
Aquí tiene un tall boy.
Now, for example, if in Spanish, the guy, whoever's on the phone, said to do something, this simple Jake would do it, no matter what. Go and kill 20 chickens and bring the heads of them to me and, light a candle to it. He'll do it, just to get some kind of blessing. So I'm going to some scriptures now. Salakia for that little bit of interruption there with the rap video. That has jumped into that page. Salakia for that. Hosea 4:17. Ephraim is joined unto idols. Let him alone. Because they're so engrossed in darkness with their idols, right? They, you can't tell them anything. And I've seen, videos of Jake trying to explain to Ephraim, right, and Issachar and the other tribes that Yahushai, the Messiah, so-called Jesus, the Messiah, Yahushai, is not a white man. And they say, no, he's not black, he's not black, he's not black. He can be anything. He's Middle Eastern, he's olive, which is, olives are either green or black, so-called black, dark brown, right? They just can't believe it. That's how demonized the so-called Negro image is, man. And Esau going to pay for that. Yeah? But the so-called black man does everything great, right? Okay? You want to copy that? You want to be like that? And Ephraim can do that because Ephraim are our people, right? We're Israelites, so we're going to be like each other. But that, pursuant to Deuteronomy 28:54, we just got that evil eye towards each other. And because we look a tad different on the outside, there's that, sort of difference as well, where brothers are tanned, and you got Jake Judite saying that they're white Hispanics. How the f are they white Hispanics, man? They don't look white to me. You got like so-called Mexican Jakes here in Ireland and parts of the UK getting insulted by Edomites over here, man. Okay, the same way East Indians are, and some of them are Israelite foreigners that are getting demonized by these crackers over here in the UK. Because you got a huge influx of Dominicans over here who are tribe of Simeon, as well as other Northern Kingdom tribes. South London is full of Northern Kingdom. I didn't see not one Edomite. I was there 2 days ago in South London. South London's full of Benjamin, Portuguese Jakes, Brazilian Jakes. It's just brown people everywhere. It's like, damn, where can I spot the Edomite? So a lot of them have come here for either salvation or judgment. Something big is going to go down very soon. Seriously. Hosea 4:16. Okay. Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him alone. Their drink is sour. They have committed whoredom continually. Her rulers with shame do love. Give ye. The wind hath bound her up in her wings, and they shall be ashamed because of their sacrifices. Because they do a lot of sacrifices as well. That's for Hosea 4:16 on down. Okay. So they've done a lot of sacrifices. Like for example, like in Santeria, certain rappers and certain artists have got like or Blue Haria, they like do a lot of sacrifices to certain idols, okay, to get their life taken care of, or they want more money, or a woman wants a certain husband, or she wants to leave her husband, or she wants to take a husband, or she wants a certain man to fall in love with her. They got an idol or some kind of process for everything, and that's all satanic, man. You know. I just want to see if I've idols. The drink is sour. 4:16. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Now, listen, and don't we Israelites talk like the scriptures? You know, the Lord tries you. And what did Jake say to each other? You try me, you try me, you try me. And look at this. What do Jake women call other Jake women? You heifer. I don't see Edomites talk like that. You know? Anyway, Hosea 4:16-19 again. For Israel, because I missed that verse 16. For Israel slideth back as a backsliding heifer. Now the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yashai, will feed them as a lamb in a large place. Ephraim is joined unto idols, let him alone. Their drink is sour, they have committed whoredom continually. Her rulers with shame do love. Give ye. The wind hath bound her up in her wings, and they shall be ashamed because of their sacrifices. Okay? You know, as mentioned earlier, you know, that they got like a real affinity to the Most High, because Esau, right, an Edomite, right? Edomites don't believe in the Most High. They wouldn't even have a picture of Caesar in their house. They don't believe in God. Okay, not that having a picture of Caesar means anything. So-called Jesus, that's a cracker image. Okay, that's not the Lord. You're not supposed to bow down to any idols. Okay, all right. But we have to create our images, right? Because if you go to Europe and parts of Eastern Europe, they've still got so-called black images of the Israelites, of our Messiah, of the Most High, of our Messiah, and the Israelites and the angels. Okay, it's in the West, especially America and the UK, where Caesar Borgia, the so-called white man's image, has been promoted, you know, and enhanced and exalted. Okay, because this is where the bulk of Jake is in captivity, is in the West, right? And yeah, so because we ruled Europe, okay, and we've had so many images, right? Doesn't Jake have images everywhere? Like, for example, you go to like New York, you got Big Pun and you got Big L. Jake likes to what's the word? Have like historic accounts in images of what they've done, and what sort of heights they've reached to, be it music or movies or things like that. But in the ancient world, it was all spiritual. You know, we had pictures of ancient forefathers. We have the picture, of paintings of the Most High, and our King Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Shai, and our forefathers, man, the prophets, the apostles. You know, and King David's mighty men, for example. That'd be everywhere. And there's millions of images, man. Esau couldn't destroy all of them. And the Lord preserved those images, for example, the Russian icons, so we can have something physical to see. You're not supposed to bow down to the images of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, but what you're supposed to do is when you look at that, you correlate it with the scriptures and it makes sense to you. Okay, I've got an image. And when you pray in the correct image, using the correct name. Because pursuant to Acts 4 and 12, you're supposed to pray the name of, there's only one name under heaven that we must be saved. Okay? But back to what I was saying there, where we have an affinity to the Most High, and Jake has a natural affinity, connection to the Most High, and wants to praise the Most High, but they don't have it according to knowledge, man, because what they've got is a warped idea of what Esau has fed them over the past 500 years. Okay, all right. Romans 10 verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, right, but not according to knowledge. All right. That's Romans 10 and 2. And they don't have it according to knowledge. They don't have it in the right way. Now, a lot of them have come back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yashai. That's why you see a lot of Northern Kingdom camps, especially amongst the men of Great Millstone that teach the truth in its entirety, man, in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yashai. Because when they speak, Yahweh Shem Yashai is speaking through them, man. All right. And you can feel it in the spirit. Okay. First Maccabees 3:48. And when these crackers, these Edomites came into power, right? Which was during the Renaissance period. And Renaissance means rebirth. They destroyed images, statues by breaking the noses and trying to destroy the hair texture, trying to say, okay, that's them. Edomites ain't them, man. If the Edomites are so great, how come they're not the best sports players, the best musicians, the best dancers, the best looking, the best in bed with a woman? They didn't even like women. How come the Israelites are the best at everything? When an Edomite woman, a so-called white woman that's attractive, wants a man, what does she want? She wants a so-called black man, so-called black man, a Judite. Or she goes to the island, she wants Benjamin with the dreadlocks and the braids. Or she goes to Haiti, she wants that French-speaking, suave, smooth Jake, man, that Haitian, the Levite, man. Like that. What's that actor's name, man? From the '60s. Man, not Sam. The one Who's Coming to Dinner? That movie, Who's Coming to Dinner? The first one. Man, I don't know. He's not probably Haitian, but what his name, man? Is it Who's Coming to Dinner? Where he's dating the Edomite woman. Guess who? Yeah, guess who's coming to dinner? What's this guy's name, man? Sidney Poitier. Yeah, she wants, a Levite that looks like Sidney Poitier. Or they have like a gardener or someone or someone who trains these women in the gym, and that's Rico Suave, man. That suntan Superman. They want that Rico Suave. Or they want a combination of both. They want one of each. That's how freaky these Edomite women are, man. Women of other nations know the superiority of the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. Okay? They like the exoticness. They like the comeliness of Jake. Okay? All right? And it's no secret, man. These other women of other nations love Jake. It's only our women, especially the so-called black woman, that does Jake dirty. But Jake doesn't know too much about the truth. They even assume that so-called Hispanic women or Native Indian women are not our women. They're all into that black bullshit, right? Not knowing that, you've got other choices of women from our tribes, okay? You don't have to be with a so-called black woman, who's the worst of all, man, okay? Even though, when you do see a so-called black woman that are really attractive, like a beautiful West Indian girl, Benjamin, or a Levite sister, or whatever, they're super fine, man, Okay, but now back to the Renaissance period where Esau whitewashed all the images. Okay, they put their images up. All right. Now, look, God forbid if we were here another 100 years, they'll portray Michael Jordan as an Edomite, a skinhead cracker who's like 7 feet tall. Oh, that's Michael Jordan. Okay. They're already pushing Eminem and Elvis forward, which they could be Jake's. I still don't like Eminem because he sounds like Pee Wee Herman rapping. Elvis is okay. You know what I mean? But the real rock and roll, the architects are, and the creators, right, are Chuck Berry and Little Richard. All genres of music come from the Israelites, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. Do you understand? Right? And so this is what they've been doing over a period of time. So during the Renaissance period, which is rebirth, that means rebirth, when Esau came into power, they started painting their own images, and the scriptures document that, man. And the scriptures mention this way thousands of years before it actually happened. First Maccabees 3:48, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen, which is the Edomites, had sought to paint the likeness of their images. And then you also got heathens that are in China, the Moabites, the Chinese, that have painted like a Moabite version, a so-called Chinese version as well. So they, obviously, anyone that's not an Israelite is a heathen. Okay, all right, and 2/3 of our people are heathens as well because they don't want to listen, and they basically they're elected for deletion, right, and not for salvation. So you got the 1/3 that's elected for salvation, then you got the 2/3 that's elected for to be deleted. Okay, but they'll be right in the kingdom because they'll be reborn through the loins of the elect men, whoever they are on the planet Earth. 12,000 Israelite men for each royal tribe. Okay, we'll be under the banner again. We'll be together again, and there'll be no differentiation of different cultures, or different languages, different foods where we can't come together. But we're the same people. We vibe, but sometimes we can't fully connect up because we don't know who we are. But once you find out, you come in the truth. Okay, yeah, he's Jake, or she's Jake. Oh shit, I can see the similarities because when you come into the truth, Okay, I just wanted to see what was Solomon's son and successor, Rehoboam, ill-advisedly adopted a harsh policy toward the northern tribes, which seceded and formed their own kingdom of Israel. This left the descendants of Solomon with the southern kingdom of Judah. the Solomon's empire was lost beyond recall, and even the homeland was split in two. Okay. Jeroboam. So okay, Jeroboam was Solomon's son, who was the head of the northern kingdom of Israel. Okay, Rehoboam was the head of the southern kingdom. Okay, all right. Southern kingdom is the so-called Negroes, and northern kingdom are the so-called Latinos and Native Indians. All right. Okay, a couple more scriptures I just want to go into. Here we go. Psalms 115 and 5. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. Okay? And this is referring to. Okay, yeah, here we go. Psalms 115, verses 2 onwards. Okay? Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their power? But our power is in the heavens. Okay? He hath done whatsoever he hath pleased. Their idols are silver and gold. Okay, so you got the heathen. Okay, you got Elam, for example. They got idols. They bow down to silver and gold. Okay, a lot of the Edomites stole their stuff, during the 300 rule that they had in India, right? And then you got Jake's, the northern kingdom that have idols too. Okay, the idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. Verse 7, they have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusteth in them. Okay? So basically, the idols is a load of crap, man. Okay? You're not supposed to bow down to any idols. Okay? You're supposed to not bow down to the creator's creation. You're supposed to bow down to the creator, which is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Okay? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai created the gold and silver, all these elements. We're made of elements. You're not supposed to bow down to elements and use those elements to make a statue, and have a focus point, I mean, that's where King Solomon messed up as well, like building temples for his wives and things like that, and sometimes partaking in certain rituals as well, But anyway, we're far away from that, and Lord willing, we're going to be out of this hell soon, One last scripture. Jeremiah 50:33. Okay? And this is all for you Jakes out there that this is the thing's only a so-called black thing. Okay, and the term that you think, the fact they're using the term black is one stupid thing when you're especially brown. Okay, there's nobody black except Hamites, the natural African. Okay, those Somalians, those Zulus, those Ethiopians. Okay, those Sudanese, those dirty ass Hamites. Okay, all right, we're not the same people, man. All right, and America is a place where Judah and Ephraim are pressed together. All right, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Okay, that's why America is the door of Babylon, is New Egypt. Hence the obelisks, the pyramid on the dollar bill. Okay, all the rituals that they do. Okay, certain biblical names that are named. Like New Iberia, for example. Names like, for example, they've used like biblical names and from certain periods in time around America, naming a certain lands, certain places like, for example, Israel Hill, certain parts, so all these biblical names are there around in America, okay, letting you know it's the new world, and they've used, and that's the door of Babylon, man. It's basically numerous captivities all encompassed into one. The door of Babylon, New Egypt, you've got certain Egyptian type names as well, where certain areas of America have been named after those certain Hamite land masses or Egyptian land masses as well. Okay, and then you've got the northern and southern kingdom that are there together and they're pressed together. But the reason is they document a lot of Judah, the so-called black man, and not document the northern kingdom so much, or push it forward. Why? Because if they pushed both sides forward in terms of slavery movies and documentaries and this and that and the third, they will say, okay, Ephraim would say, hey, they're talking about us. The black man went through the same thing as us. And then the black man would say, so-called black man would say, oh, the Hispanic, Latino man went through the same thing as us. Hey, man, we went into slave ships together. We're the same people. That connection will be made easily. Esau is a cunning MFer, man, okay? But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yashai, the men of the Lord have brought these documentation out, man. Spiritually, physically, okay, they have brought, and historically, the documentation out. And in terms of artistic form as well, where there's pictures and photographs showing the northern and southern kingdom are pressed together, man. Okay, Jeremiah 50:33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Hashem Yashai, the children of Israel and the children of Judah, which is the northern kingdom, and the children of Judah, the southern kingdom, were oppressed together. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Okay? And then you've got a certain element of the southern kingdom, the so-called black men, that are idol worshippers too. That a lot of them that are in the Catholic Church. Okay, a lot of them that are Muslims. Okay? You can be anything in this world, right, except be an Israelite. As soon as you become an Israelite, your videos get deleted. Okay? You can't say this, that, and the third. When you're basically just reiterating what the news media is saying, but you're just filtering it through the scriptures. Okay? So that's the truth. Okay? But there's some of you dumbass jakes out there that are going to still gravitate towards this Islam shit and all this Catholicism shit and all this idol worshipping shit. Okay? All right? Now it's time to let go of that, man. All right? Rise and shine, man. Okay? We've got better days ahead of us. We just got one more last 100 meters to go in this race, man. Okay? Got to get through Jacob's trouble and get through when the Charagma, the C-hip is implemented, got to get through that. Okay? If you went or jumped over the first hurdle, which was the you-know-what during the pandemic, right? You didn't take the you-know-what, right? That means, you've passed the first test. But the major test is going to come now, which is very soon, Lord willing. Okay. Now, the reason why I made this video is just to sort of show a little visual showing how Ephraim, right, the northern kingdom, is really solidly joined unto idols. Okay, and that's just an example there, man. How they bow down. How he was acting when he assumed that Caesar Borgia, so-called Jesus, the Edomite image, was speaking to him. How he held up the beer, saying cerveza, here's a tall boy, Okay, so basically, and then they see that image and they think the so-called white man is God, And you Jake see that as well, because I was watching a video of WFY, those Jakes the other day, and there was a Jake there with his Edomite woman. And there was a Jake that was teaching, right? He was saying to him, this is the real image of our Lord, okay? Here's the image of our oppressor, Caesar Borgia. This is not correct. And the Jake chucked it on the floor, the one who's teaching, and he was stamping on it. He said to the Jake, here, come here, stamp on this. And Jake thought about it, and he kept looking at it, Okay, his Edomite woman was standing next to him, right? And he said, no, I don't want to step on Caesar's image, okay? He didn't say Caesar, but he said, I don't want to step on that image. Why? And the teacher said to him, why? And Jake goes, oh, it's disrespectful. And I thought to myself, how the F is that disrespectful when that image is not even correct? That's the real person called Caesar Borgia. So basically, these whitewashing, right, pursuant to so-called whitewashing, pursuant to the book of Maccabees, where the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images, right, has damaged the tribe of the northern kingdom heavily, but the southern kingdom as well, to a certain degree. Okay? Heavily. All right? So this video is about just to let you know that the northern kingdom is joined unto idols, and they heavily believe in the Edomite image, and a lot of them can't even comprehend that the Messiah is a so-called black man, even when the scriptures are read, which means that they are the followers of man and not the book. And how can they call themselves so-called Christians then, right? Everybody's a Christian, like our teachers say. Everybody's a Christian until the scriptures are read. But anyway, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash, Mawatha Bad Babal, Kwam Yashwala. Shalom.